Alright guys, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you about Futtrading.co.uk. I know some of you don't like us sort of talking about it too much, but this website existing is why I'm able to bring out videos every day and pay an editor to help you guys basically trade and make coins on the game. Basically, we set this up to help you guys make coins a legitimate way and stop people having to spend their money on FIFA points. We've got subscribers making millions of coins every single month. We've even got people selling those coins on and making profit out of the website subscription. So what do you get for your money? £10 a month gets you tier 1. That gets you access to fodder flips. That's some of the best fodder cards to work with on the game. It gets you access to special cards and all the prices you need to buy and sell them. Icon cards with all the prices you need to buy and sell them. On top of that, you get trading guides. Every week, you get a weekly trading guide updated personally by myself. Every week, you get a club stock guide, again, updated by myself. And there's also investment guides for League SBC, anything else on there that we think you guys need. Tier 2 is £15 a month. It gives you all the Tier 1, but you also get our live sniping filters that are hand-selected by us, and you also get our fluctuation area. This area tracks the market 24 hours a day. It gives you the low point on cards, the high point on cards, allowing you to target your buys and make even more profit. And there's also a Tier 3 bot that sits in the Discord. That is £20 a month, so you get everything from Tier 1, everything from Tier 2, and our extreme bot, and that will literally directly ping you whenever there are good deals or the market is dropping, allowing you to watch cards, buy cards, and really target your buys to make millions of coins. We don't say it lightly when we say you will make millions of coins. You'll learn how to trade. So check out futtrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. Don't forget, as always, check out Foot Trading. The 12 days of Foot Trading will start soon. Anyone that subscribes to the site will be entered into numerous giveaways to win tons and tons of prizes. As our way of saying thank you to you as we're heading towards Christmas. There'll be football print giveaways from our football print business, collectible giveaways, vintage clothes giveaways, and the big giveaway, and that is going to be the Xbox Series S. So one person who subscribes to the site will win an Xbox Series S this Christmas, like we do every single year. So if you want to make millions of coins and you want to be able to grind this game like I do, check out the website. It is amazing. Again, we had a couple of issues with it being down due to the display issues. Hopefully they're resolved by the time this video goes live, but if not, it will be done shortly. We have worked out what the issue is and we're fixing it. But this video, all about short-term investment holds. Basically, anyone that watched this morning's League SBC RTG video will have seen that I bought some cards and made very good profit on them very quickly. This video is all about how I did that, why I did that, and how you can go and do the exact same thing. So, we're going to start off by looking at the cards themselves. And if you watch this morning video, you know we spent between 225 and 240 on these Vinicius Juniors, okay? We then sold them for 286. Now, the important question here is, why did we buy them? And the reason we bought them is because he was panic sold. Whenever there is a new promo, any sort of promo that's got cards coming out that are going to be relatively juiced or decent cards, the market will always take a dip. So it's any sort of buying and investing in most cards is going to do quite well. But let's say theoretically you've got quite a few special cards that maybe, I don't know, for example, Brazilian left backs. If a Brazilian left back is leaked as part of that promo, those other Brazilian left backs will take a hit prior to that promo because people start to panic sell. Additionally, if you've got someone like a Vinicius Junior who is leaked in the promo, or in the case of today who was released early by EA themselves, everyone starts to panic sell. And the continual theme that we see this year is people panic selling way before 6 PM drops. And if anything, at 6 PM, the market in these cards actually climbs. So, let's have a little look at something that we're thinking about with someone like a Vinicius Junior, okay? So, Vinicius Junior has his 85 rated card. Now, he's now 290. I saw for 286. I was happy with my profit. This is the important thing to look at when it comes to things like this, okay? So, Vinicius Junior, last night, overnight, 280, okay? He was holding low at 280, right? It was holding low at 280 purely because he'd been leaked as a card for Team of Group Stage. He's been as high as nearly 300 a week, 296 on Tuesday. He held 280. Either way, he got down low to 243, came back up again, and then it was released as in the team, and he dropped. And the average prices you see here are 255 and 260, sorry. 260, 255, that sort of rough area. But you could pick them up lower than that. Anytime a card goes from early in the day at 280,000 coins and drops what was actually 40,000 coins plus, that's usually quite an artificial dip. And usually you can buy that card in the pre-drop before 6 p.m. happens, okay? It's relatively easy to do. And you can spot that opportunity a mile out. A big drop, something like a 20-30% drop out of nowhere is usually a good sign that you can go in there and buy those cards. It's that simple. Now, that's what you want to do pre-6 p.m. But post-6 p.m., there are other opportunities. So there's a card that I'm looking at right now, and I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. But this is the sort of card I've been looking at. Andreas Christensen has been given a team of the group stage card, okay? He's sitting at 147,000 coins. This card here, right? Sitting at 147. He's had supply from the first 50k packs. We've now got in the store, so you always want to keep an eye on the store itself. We've now got 100k lightning rounds as part of promo packs, which are there. We've got 58,000 of them left to go. But he's sitting down at 146. Now, I don't think necessarily that's that expensive on this card. I don't think it's mad, but he dropped off from 160 down to 140 and he's held quite tight. Now, why am I bothered about this? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look at similar players, not the same players, but similar players from the Premier League and see what they've done. So, Rudiger, for example. Now, different card entirely, bit more pace on him. It is a different card, but lower stamina. He sat at 324. He took a little hit because Christensen came out. But let's have a little look at Premier League centre-backs and see what they're currently sitting at price-wise. So you have Ruben Dias, currently sat at 350k. Currently 350k. You've got Van Dijk at 497, who's got 80 pace. Admittedly a better centre-half than Christensen, but we're talking, what, over 3 times the value. You've got Varane, who is 96k. Again, very similar cards. Very, very similar cards. Arguably slightly better Christensen, but we'll see how it goes. And they're the sort of cards I'm looking at. So for me, Christensen, I think he's not far off too low. Do I think he's too low right now? No. For me, if he got down to like a 110, 120 with a set of lightning rounds, I'd be quite interested in that card. But that's all you've really got to do. So now what I'm going to do for the rest of this evening is keep an eye on that card. I'm going to keep an eye on him and see what he does. And if he gets low enough, if suddenly this card gets down to, I don't know, a third of the price of Ruben Dias, I'm like, that's probably a point where I can go, actually, let me go and buy that card. Even at 147, I don't think it's terrible. I think once he's out of packs, he might rise above that. I don't know if I want to buy at 147 right now, but it's not a bad deal all the same. It's still a decent deal. But you can get all the information you need by looking at things like Team of the Group stage, like here, and looking at what other cards there are available to you that are similar to those cards. Marquinhos, for example, his inform, again, also got hit. Marquinhos' inform also got hit in the panic of him coming down. His 88 card and his road to knockout. His road to knockout was fine. His 88 card dipped ever so slightly. It wasn't a massive dip, but it was enough there. If you see it, enough dip there. And again, we're going to say it's like a 10k drop. It's more than that. It's a bigger drop than that. The reason being, it's going to give you an average. It's not going to tell you, okay, cool, but he got down to 160. Everyone bought him up to 180. But he got down to about 162, I think was the lowest I saw him at. And now he's bounced back to 198 again. It's massive profit. And it happens continually. And I promise you, if you're smart about the way you buy these cards, it's very hard to lose coins on it. Realistically, for me, all I'm going to do for the rest of this evening with someone like Christensen is just keep an eye on him. And if he keeps sitting down at 147, 145, I'm just going to watch him. And if he stops dropping, if he gets to a point where it's like 146 and suddenly then he goes 147, 148, then I might buy in. And think, okay, cool, can I buy in at 148 here? All the lightning rounds are over. Most of that supply has ended. I'll buy it at 148. If it gets to 160, 165, I'm looking at okay profit per card. And some of that Vinicius profit goes into Christensen, and it does really, really well. That's what I would do. Now, if I do end up investing in this card, you guys will see it as part of the RTG. There's never a guarantee that I'm going to go ahead and do it. But I want you guys to understand, a lot of the stuff that I do as well, I did it live. I called that Vinicius live on stream. I said to the Xbox boys, 240 and below is fine on him. He was sitting at 240 and 238 and whatnot, so you could pick him up relatively easily. But that big of a drop, it was clear that it was only going to be a temporary drop as people panic. The panic pre-6 p.m. is usually always more profitable than the panic at 6 p.m. It tends to be bought up at 6 p.m, ready to be sold on. It tends to be that every single time. But that's as simple as it gets. Other things in terms of short-term holds, silver rares, it's important you get this. Again, I say it all the time, but silver rares from things like the Liga Santander, they're very, very low at the moment. They're not holding high at all. You can get these cards quite cheap. Right backs, left backs, they do really, really well when it comes down to it. Get them from any of the major leagues, you're fine. Or any off-nation, same nation, major nation off leagues. They always do well. But that is basically how to short-term hold. If you're going to go and buy those silvers, that'll be the exact same thing for you guys. They've dipped tonight, so you know they're down in price. You want to just buy a few of them up, hold on to them for a day or two, and then sell them on for profit once we get an SBC that acquires rares, for example. Relatively easy to do. It's the exact same premise, just with cheaper cards. It's as simple as that. But short-term investments, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.